Yo, it's Viral Industries, and we're back again with another quick live video. So today we're gonna be talking about that Dirty Tay situation. And honestly, I could have been did a video on it, but I just let that, what I'm saying, chill because I ain't really know what to say at first because I wasn't in the right headspace. It's a little 3-year-old baby, dog. Like niggas not understanding. Niggas will be in the streets and they'll know like, oh yeah, I just did some shiesty shit over here, and I just slimed somebody out over here. I did whoop whoop over here, sold drugs over here, had this stash spot over here, all types of shit. But they'll still bring their kids around, bring their kids to the hood. Like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? And they got somewhere to put them too. They got somewhere they can put their kids or have their kids in a safer position. Where statistically, the stats show that there hasn't been a murder here since whenever 1960, 1980, 99, 2000. It hasn't been murders in that area. Just a safe area they can have their kid at. But instead, they bring their kid with them to the barbershop when they know they in all this type of beef and people want to rob them and shit like that. Instead of having a barber come to their house, they'll go down to the barbershop and then motherfuckers get up on them and start shooting them. And they gotta reach back and try to shoot out the car and they accidentally hit their son in the head. Now at that point, do we can we really say this is an accident? It's an accident, but can we really say this is an accident? I'm praying for all parties involved. I'm praying for every party involved because that's just a nasty situation. Can you really sit up and say this is an accident by Tay? This is what's sad. That people are worried about the artist. Little baby, you shouldn't say nothing. Just don't say. No, let's all get together and pray for this young man that's in ICU right now. This little baby, dog. I'm talking about young man. This little baby. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna get to my reaction to the video when he got picked up because that was kind of odd to me too. Like, dog, like if I just allegedly, this is all allegedly, and just we talking, we talking about in terms of what has happened. I wouldn't know how to deal with myself if that were me. If I was Dirty Tay in his situation, let's say that, I wouldn't know how to deal with that. I can't even think about that hypothetically because that's just a crazy situation to me. I would literally not know what to do with myself, and the cops wouldn't be finding me alive. Let's say that. Even if he was alive, like I, I wouldn't know what to do with myself, knowing that I just shot my son. So this is why, man, if you are playing some type of role in the streets, that could be anything that goes on the streets. Think about what goes on the streets. If you're in the streets, it's a lot of different types of stuff that goes on. If you are a part of that stuff and you're doing that stuff, it's best that you don't have your kids with you around that war zone. No matter who made it a war zone, the government, this dude over here, that B word over there, the devil, it doesn't matter who made it a war zone. This chemical, this whatever, this pill, whatever made that area a war zone, you shouldn't have your kids there. And if you gotta have your kids there, you need to be giving up your life to protect them. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. That don't just mean jumping in front of a bullet for your kid. That means you got to make sure you come home early from work, so you can get your kid off the bus. Make sure ain't nobody about to start shoot anything. Anything can happen. I'm trying to tell you, when you living in these areas, anything can happen. Somebody can start shooting your kid getting off the bus. So you'd rather get off of work at a certain amount of time to go pick them up from school and make sure they get home safely. At what point in my life my Bob did this for me? I didn't understand why till I got older. But isn't sometimes that little 10-minute walk home is a dangerous 10-minute walk home. A life changing 10-minute walk home. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand that it's an accident. But we as parents in the black community have to change our community because it's turning into a war zone. You'll never want your kid to have to walk outside and be fearing for their life, or you fearing for their life as a parent. Other family members fearing for their life because they know you live in a war zone. That's not your fault. I'm not saying that's your fault. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get no money. I'm not saying that you should be broke. I'm not saying that your situation isn't valid and it's not good. I'm just saying we have to take certain precautions that might be having to wear bulletproof vests, real level 3 bulletproof vests and helmets and all types of stuff. This is a war zone, dog. Bulletproof armoring cars. Y'all got money to put 20K Cubans, 30K Cubans on your neck? Take 10K, 12K, 15K to go bulletproof your whip. Get these vests. Stay committed to that, not committed to something that's not gonna save your life. It just this is the life that style. This is the lifestyle that you choosing. So when we look back in the day and we look at the like, all right, so let's say the Pablo Escobar documentaries. Every other scene, Pablo Escobar on the phone with his kids, or he's doing a whole bunch of hurdles to get to his kids. This is the life niggas want to live now. He doing a whole bunch of hurdles to get to his kids just to make sure niggas not following them. He get there and then he makes sure niggas not around to try to kill him again. And then after that, he tell him like, they say, why we can't go with you, dad? He said, well shit, y'all can't come with me cause y'all might die. Or I'm on a business trip or whoop de whoop. He tell them the truth. He tell them they can't fucking go. Cause they can't. Them and their mama. If you really into that stuff and you really out there in the streets like that, you should be ashamed to have bring your family around that. You shouldn't want to. Because you already know how it could go. Even if nobody's Superman, even if you feel like you could change the situation and y'all can get out of there alive, is this how you want to get out? ICU, brain damage, and all this other types of stuff. Guilt, depression, anxiety. A lot of people saying, "How you know what it was? How you know what it's about? How you know what it's about?" I seen y'all saying that it don't matter what it's about. If you are involved with certain type of people, or if you're a certain type of person, like some just was got, he just got out of jail. They said in April after I think it was armed robbery or something like that. The 4PF affiliate, dude. Where do you think your kid could be going with you in a place that you doing that at? Your kid is going to be in the same war zone as you. It's some people that don't care or they simply didn't see your kid in the back. But niggas not understanding that. Niggas only thinking for themselves. Pablo, that nigga Pablo Escobar. Y'all like, why you talking about Pablo? Cause look at the fucking documentary. The nigga was literally telling his kids they can't come with him or they gotta ride separate. It's a reason for that. He didn't want them to experience the stuff that was meant for him. You want your kids to be able to profit off of the things that you're doing, right? Even if it's bad, right or wrong, they don't understand. So you at least want them to be safe when you get them there, or you want them to get this stuff. You want them to be safe. Like I'm not understanding, bro. Like niggas think, oh yeah, I got my son with me. You know what I'm saying? He riding with me. Like, bro, that nigga is 3 years old. He's not about to remember this shit. And if he do, that's a blessing. Literally. But people are too cocky, people are too arrogant. They feel like they gotta do this, they gotta do that. Like if you having all of this money and you sign to these people that claim they have all of this money, don't you think that your life should be taken a little bit more serious? A security guard driving in front of you and a security guard behind you? Or you don't need that, right? A gang member in front of you or a gang member behind you? Or everybody just fake, right? It's not making sense, bro. Niggas not making sense, bro. Niggas, if you want your kids to grow and you want to see your kids grow up, bro, I'm trying to tell niggas, you gonna have to make a different type of change in your lifestyle. You might have to miss out on some stuff. You might have to, yes, your whole life might have to do a 360, my nigga. Your whole life might have to do a 360. But niggas don't want to make that sacrifice, bro. I'm telling you. A lot of niggas don't want to make that sacrifice. They want to stay in their routine. They want to stay in their same old little thing they keep doing. And then they wonder why a motherfucker know what they finna do. You're too predictable, dude. You're predictable. And if something was to happen, nigga, we already in a war zone. I could get the fuck on. And they gonna take me shit to get the fuck on. And you doing motherfuckers wrong. You robbing them. You doing all types of shit. A motherfucker, this is what they listen. You making it easy for these motherfuckers, man. This is why the Lord tell us to pray for everybody, man. This is why they say in the Bible to pray for everybody. Y'all don't know you going to take from this person, you going to take from them, and that might be all they had. They might lose everything because you just took that from them. This is something that I had to understand. This is what a lot of people had to understand. And the people that didn't understand it, they not here no more, more than likely. Most likely that person's not here no more. The person that couldn't understand this. So you seen these people following you, bro, and it started to go left. That's the situation that you should have known was possible before you even put your son in that car. That's why you tell, yo, man, call your barber, tell him to come pull up over here, whoop whoop at the spot and get your hair cut. Cause it's too hot for you right now. Now for little baby in a situation, it's like, bruh, I really feel like niggas be mad because certain situations is happening. It's like, bro, You affiliated yourself with this person. I don't know if I seen the video of Lil Baby. When it seemed like he was first starting his rap career. Like he was just doing like a little small club, and a nigga put $1 in his pocket. A nigga put $1 in his pocket and shit like that, and then his little security guards, I guess, or whatever, they walked and stepped up. But now, if you look at Lil Baby videos, a nigga try to run on stage, and them niggas like push this nigga into the fucking gate, almost broke this nigga's fucking back, neck, everything, boy. His spine almost crushed that nigga's spine, dog. So it's just like, look at it like this, bro. I feel like he did the same situation with his little clique. I didn't see no niggas start jumping at this nigga off the stage and start beating this nigga ass. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's these niggas that you co-signing, bro. You co-signing these niggas. The federal bureau investigators, they do not care about none of that shit. So if they're doing illegal shit, they're doing crash out dummy shit, they're gonna connect it to you because allegedly you have all of the money, you are having to say so within this group, your organization. That's just like, my nigga, that's just like if I work at McDonald's and the chain of restaurants that I work for, the owner is selling fucking crack. He's selling coke, weed, whatever, illegally. And I'm a manager at a store. My nigga, I'm going to go down too. And then we killed somebody over here, and then this person shot, and one of the people come out and tell, like, bro, if this nigga go down and say, you know what, this is what happened, because they saying it's an illegal gun, endangerment of a child, and he got another charge. So if he say he got this gun from Woody Woody Whoop and it's connected to you, bro, y'all know what this, y'all know what I'm gonna say, man. Them folks gonna bring out that motherfucker, man. That dude just got hit with. Same shit that Thug just got hit with allegedly, man. These niggas gonna bring out that same motherfucker. Then they talk about some a couple weeks ago. They just had your name. They had 4PF on the next to get indicted list. Like what? Now niggas talk about that's a real list. It was y'all, YSL, and some other motherfuckers. Like, bro, this shit not making this shit no better. So when niggas, so let's talk about when you keep on destroying your community instead of telling your community the truth, like I'm trying to do right now, which is your kids got to be safe with the mom, and then that when he was just went on like the little run that he tried to do, the girl she put the gun in her. All right, we gonna just leave it at that because that don't even sound right, bro. That don't even sound right, bro. When he got arrested, this nigga start saying mad. Yo, let me give my girl a kiss. Can I give my girl a kiss? Let me, like, bro, why are you acting like this? Like you just acting real weird, bro. It's over. Like you know when it's over. You already know what time it is. Talking about some give her this and give her that. Like if that girl got a job, bro, she not about to be thinking about you, bro. This is why niggas gotta invest into something that's going to save their life. If it's not nothing that's gonna save your life, then you wasting the money. Especially when you get to that point. But let's get back to Little Baby situation. If you have these people and you sign these artists, we gonna say with quotations artists, you sign these people, bro. Why are these people being protected? I don't understand. Like any other label, like most of these other artists and shit like that, bro, they be protected, bro. In the white community, I don't see motherfucking white artists just getting shot the fuck up and doing crazy shit, shooting they fucking kids and shit like that, bro. I don't see that, bro. I really don't. I don't see white people shooting their motherfucking kids and shit like that. Like, bro, I don't see other black people doing that shit. Like, that's just over the top, bro. That's over the fucking top, bro. Like, and you know what you into. So you can't say this was just an accident, bro. You know what you into. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make no damn sense, bro. Niggas think that this shit just gonna niggas gonna let him be on the street still. Nigga, you can't be out here, nigga. You just motherfucking got my whole baby just got shot. Now they saying nigga went to jail and tried to say, oh, this gun, he got that gun and now he telling. He don't give a fuck because he want to get the fuck out and continue to be with his girl and this and that and the third. He think like, bro, niggas not thinking, bro. So you sign this person, bro. At least give them the money. If you got all of this money, these millions, right? Give the person the money so they could go. Well, at least pay for the shit, bro. When they sign their contract, just have it paid for, like mandatory. It's mandated that you walk around with these security guards because that's securing your brand. So now when a nigga get locked up for this shit, they say that shit, you said this nigga that you know this nigga and you signed this nigga, he worked for you. It's the same shit. Just like the McDonald's worker that got killed on the clock. It's the same shit, y'all. It's really the same shit. So I want to know how these niggas be getting signed and what they be signed to. Cause how are you in a situation where a nigga we not talking about, cause I know niggas gonna be like, oh, but Quando got shot in Hollywood and this and that, or in Beverly Hills, wherever the fuck Quando was at, in LA. Bro, that's a whole different situation. Everybody know that shit over there is different. Everybody know that shit is way different. And that shit just different. And he in a lot of shit. Like still like when he walk outside, it's a war zone. Everything. Everything is a war zone. But some people still have like, you know what I'm saying? They can still get away. I'm gonna do another video on this too because Kim Kardashian and Kanye West kids talking to media talking some y'all was following us the whole time. Now y'all wondering why Kanye want his kids masked up. He want his family maxed up everywhere they go. He want them with a mask on. Why? Because the niggas is following them, bro. These media outlets and shit like that, they could see somebody and then they could sell the information to somebody. Oh, I know what hotel he's staying at. I know what Airbnb he's staying at. I know where his location at. Anybody could do that. And that's what niggas be forgetting. Niggas get too comfortable and then the situation come and then they try to. My nigga, you don't know what's gonna happen. So you just try to save you and your son's life. And I guess that you did, but my nigga, like, damn, he's 3 years old. He don't need to be around that shit. Like I understand when folks back in the day, I used to be like, damn, why I can't go when my dad over here and go, why I can't go? Because this is why you can't go. This is why you can't go, damn it, everywhere, especially in the black community, because we got little war zones going on in our community. We do, we do. And how you stop a war? Somebody tell me how you stop a war. It just seems like nobody don't care though. Nobody don't care about that little 3-year-old. Yeah, I don't see nobody come on, make a video. Everybody gonna be quiet. I bet you that don't happen to little baby kids. Allegedly. Why? Because that nigga got security guard in the front of him, and they got security guards in the back end. and he got a drone probably watching his perimeter. They watching him. They watching everything he do. Cause different money behind him. So if you're gonna be signed to another artist, y'all, look at how they treating they other artists that they got, and look at how they treating you. Are you still living in the hood? Are you still having to sell drugs and rob people and do all this other shit? If you are, like Hot Boy West said, maybe you shouldn't sign that 100K deal. You know why? I know the answer why. After you sign that 100K deal, you're gonna owe like 75% of that shit back. And you're gonna have to pay taxes. And you got bills. And you got all this other shit. So now what? What did you sign for? You signed for a cosign? For an unofficial cosign from somebody else. If you're signing for something, it should be for the max. It should be for the max deal, not something that you could have made at a job somewhere. Like, what the fuck? You signed to make all these other albums. You never even made an album before. Okay, you never even made an album before. But these people said they got control of your next 4 albums you put out. But that makes sense. They got control of your next 5 albums, or to your next album till 2030. Do that make sense? Some of these niggas in the 360 to the point where they make the money, they get the revenue even if they die. Do that make sense to y'all? That the motherfucking company, a record label, got these artists. They got them with motherfucking life insurance policies. It makes perfect sense. Why? Because some of these artists bringing in M's and B's. Not all. We talking about little babies with little baby level now. They bringing in M's. So when that motherfucker die, the label like shit. We gotta get some more money. And niggas don't even care. Niggas like, man, I'm gonna sign this shit because I'm gonna get this chain. I'm gonna go get this limb. I'm gonna go. You better go get all of this stuff. Lamb Char, Cartier. We know the rapper kid and some more, right? But you just signed to a nigga saying that if you die, they still gonna get percentages of your song. You might be able to get some little here and there, but you're not getting a chunk. You're not getting they shit that they signed was 60. You might have had 40% in your will for the kids and all of that. Some of these niggas signed to 360 with multiple labels, bro. They getting a 10%. Oh, I'm lying. What happened to TLC? What percentage was they getting? It's really to the point where niggas signing contracts to be famous. But nigga, you go inside a contract to be famous? You could have made yourself famous. You could have made yourself famous. So now you signed the contract to be famous, and the nigga got your life insurance policy, and they got your social, and they know where you live and you stay at, and they know where You go to the studio every day, nigga. Now guess what you is? You a puppet, dog. You a puppet. So imagine being in jail and you can't get none of the revenue that's coming in from your streams. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. And you like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And little baby, he see where this shit going, bro. So his prayers up for everybody. You never want to see situations like this. You never want to see situations like this. That's why people need to understand that Jesus is the greatest sacrifice. So that you don't have to be put you don't have to feel like you getting put in these situations where you got to sacrifice something and your kid in the back and you just don't know what to do. You got to sacrifice this girl here. Take this, put this in your person. Sacrifice your kids, sacrificing yourself. You don't got to do that. This is not a bashing on nobody. This is a just have faith in God moment right here. Another just look if you what if you have faith in God? Everybody's situation ain't gonna be your situation. That's not gonna be your story all the time. Following the way they did it ain't gonna always make it how they made it. Okay? This is a this is a crazy situation because of the timetable that you're in right now and the people that you're affiliated with right now. Just being affiliated with somebody can cost you your life, y'all. So when people say they want to be in this industry and stuff like that, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. It's a target on your back. It's a target on your back, okay? Somebody we was talking about, oh, you finna have a concert over here, so we gonna just slide up over there. That's pretty easy, right? Sometimes everything that look good isn't good for you. Are you willing to accept that? Do you know how to handle it? It's something to handle. Because when you take that risk, you get a reward, right? But that reward can also be something to handle. Because you could lose that quickly. Life is not nothing to play with, y'all. That's why I said it's safe zones and it's war zones. But in the black community, this is why they have gentrification going on. Gentrification is going on because they're trying to paint black people to be these all out violent drug animalistic people when really we the most educated, we the hardest working, we are the natives. We were the enslaved. Oh yeah, I want to talk about that trauma and all of that stuff. Um, um, we we were the smartest. We wanted to. We some of the. If we were to get our reparations, we would be the richest. No questions asked. We would be the richest. We have the best entertainment, but it seems like they're causing wars among us because they know that without that, we would actually realize what our worth is together. Go get that, and then America will be flipped upside down. That's why they using these cases. I'm not gonna say the name. That Spanish name case. Once you get that, and they could take you to jail for any certain amount of time, they basically could get you into their system, and they could be watching you forever. Watch you forever, saying that you're associated with this. So that's why you gotta be careful. Once you get into the system, it's over. It's still a chance for you. You can still do stuff, but it's just once you get into the system, they could use your information to do anything to be against you. So they're watching little baby. They got dude. They watching everybody. Is that how y'all want to live, man? In a constant war zone? The safe zone is Jesus. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's the safe zone. If you call on his name and you follow him, the most high, your life is gonna be totally different. Your life is gonna be totally different. Cause you're gonna look at stuff different. People think, oh Jesus, oh you just saying Jesus and it's not gonna do anything. It's just a name no. Once you look how Jesus lived, you understand why he lived the way he lived. People don't think about other people. Sometimes people only think about themselves. Jesus thought about other people. That was his whole thing, helping other people. Some people can't be like that. That's why they never make it onto a 4PF team or this and that and get some because they don't know how to work as a team. And on a team, everybody has a job to do, and it has to get accomplished to reach a championship. If somebody go down and do something, just like on the football team, the Bills, the punter, they saying that he was involved in a gang rape. Don't you know how that makes the organization look? That makes the organization and everybody just look weird. If they could come out and prove that, that's crazy. That's gonna make everything look weird. So when you have these certain situations, Sometimes people need to do a better job of protecting the brand from the head, but also down to the toe. The people from the bottom need to understand what they need to do to make the organization better. That's how you have a what whatever top recording label, a QC or whatever. That's how you have these type of labels and stuff going. Because somebody was once at the bottom and they understood what they had to do to get to the top. But the people at the bottom got to understand what they got to do to get to the top as well. And some people, what they gonna do to be in this industry is really sell their soul. That's what I'm telling you. Your whole everything need to be Jesus. Your whole everything need to be Jesus. It need to be God, whether you like it or not, because every day is a blessing. You don't know what type of obstacles you gonna face. You really don't. You don't know what's gonna happen. Anything could happen. So when you got people that's just like they not thinking they dull, they stuck. They could be being controlled by a drug, a chemical. Weed is not a chemical. Understand when I say a chemical, y'all. They could be controlled like that, or they could be being controlled by emotion, like a certain type of emotion. But a lot of people are being controlled by the media. A lot of people are becoming desensitized to this stuff. A lot of people are just they're not being of God, bro. It's not of God. That's why we don't have no more safe zones. If we bring God back into the equation, we would have so many more safe zones where people will feel comfortable to live their life. Now all people do is just stand on the sideline and try to hit somebody else from the other sideline from theirs. They don't actually get into this life game. They don't actually try to figure things out. They don't actually try to play the matrix. They don't. They try to sit from the sideline and try to hit something from their sideline and watch everything. That is the American right now. A lot of Americans don't get their hands dirty and really try to figure this shit out. We gotta learn how to figure this shit out before it's too late. Our kids coming up don't know shit. All they know is a TikTok dance right now. They gotta learn this shit too. It's rare and it's good to see our kids that's actually learning the right shit. Not everything that they teach in school is the right shit, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why our community still in war zone. We not even learning the right shit in school. So when you send your kid to school, he in a war zone. He not learning the right shit. That's a war zone. That's like if I come to your, and say you live in motherfucking um, let's say you live in Great Britain. I come over there and I come to Great Britain, the UK, and I just start telling everybody get on the ground, and I tell them that y'all got a president, but y'all always had a queen. Now y'all got a president, and this your first president ever, the first person to rule your country was George Washington. The whole time that's a lie. That's a war zone, y'all. Y'all don't understand that? So when motherfuckers come out of that, and then they start going back to because all they can go to is the stuff that they family live in, they habitat. What's that? The streets, the war zone. So a nigga just living in the all out war zone right now. Somebody said he gonna give him a couple of dollars. He goes if he signed this paper, he go sign this paper. And now he signed his paper. He's still on his shit. He because that's the the vibe. That's what it is, right? So he's still doing his shit. He's still over here. He got a kid and now somebody's shooting in your car. You shooting at them, and something happening to your kid. You see how quick I just said that? That nigga whole life was a war zone. If you call on Jesus, he will take you out of that. Thank you, Father God. Hallelujah. He will take you out of that. He can still take him out of that. From Lil Baby to Dirty Tay to anybody, y'all. This is happening all over. It's not fair. It's not fair because people people young. They both young. The father and the son. They not getting a chance to just live. It's hard for me to make a video on that shit because I'm like, damn, bro. I want my kids to just live. My peoples to just live. I don't want them to have to go through this type of shit, man. And niggas be like, that's great. No, my nigga. Niggas still looking out mirrors. Niggas still recording everything, watching everything, looking at everything crazy. Because sometimes you might have to get crazy. But at the same time, you don't want that happening to your kids. Because they don't deserve it. When we was young, we lived through them war zones. I don't want that for my youngs. I don't want that for my youth. I don't. Called on Jesus, man. When these situations happen, call on him. I know somebody was calling for Jesus for that little boy when that situation happened. Thank you, Father God. He kept him here to let us know what's the truth. The only sacrifice is son. John 3:16. Y'all know it. I just wanted to let y'all know, man, as a black community, and I don't know who did it. And I don't know what happened. I know Jesus happened. Okay? And I know we need to make our community a safe zone again. The real way. Gangs be the real way for the people. Who's your people? Is it the black people? Be for them people then. It ain't right, y'all. It shouldn't be happening, y'all. So I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace and blessings.